President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says the National Diaspora Day is meant to celebrate and recognize the contributions of the over 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora to national development. We will bring you to a full package of the 2023 National Diaspora Day celebrations with the theme Consolidating Diaspora Engagement for National Development. Stick around for this interesting package, especially for those who missed the hybrid event. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Shaliwa Ajila, your anchor. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Let's begin with the presidential address as delivered by Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, a chief of staff to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who represented him.
So it is with great delight to address over 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora on the auspicious occasion of our National Diaspora Day 2023 celebrations. The National Diaspora Policy 2021 prescribes 25th July annually as a day to celebrate Nigerians in the diaspora by recognizing their contributions to national development and networking them to ministries, departments, and agencies of government, state diaspora focal point officers, and civil society organizations in Nigeria. The theme for this year's celebration, Consolidating Diaspora Engagement for National Development, is ACT. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Establishment Act became the law of the land. In 2019, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission NIDCOM began its operations, doing the important work of engaging with Nigerians abroad, ensuring that our people, wherever they may be, live in the knowledge that there is a dedicated institution of the federal government of Nigeria ready and prepared to answer them when they call, both in good times and in bad. The National Diaspora Policy of the federal government of Nigeria was adopted in 2021 to further establish the framework of engagement, collaboration, and support with our brethren abroad. With these in place, we are well positioned to accelerate the development and implementation of programs to ensure that the Nigerian diaspora community are fully part of the ongoing nation-building effort. Last month, I participated in a town hall meeting in Paris, France, with Nigerians resident in that country. I was extremely delighted to meet with so many vibrant Nigerians enthusiastic about the future of Nigeria and determined to be part of writing the next chapter in our nation's history. Everywhere I go, as long as I am your president, I will be honored to participate in such events and be inspired by the stories of the Nigerians I meet along the way. Whilst it is gratifying to see fellow Nigerians succeeding in faraway lands, I am also hopeful that in this administration, we will be sufficiently successful in our plans to make Nigeria a place where the best and brightest of us can succeed and thrive through the works of their hands. On this occasion of National Diaspora Day 2023, I want to reiterate to you my commitment to do everything that I can as your president to make our beloved country the destination where the best dreams of your heart can be achieved and where there are no limits to the inspired ambitions you carry in your hearts and in your spirit. May I also let you know that this new democratically elected government is a diaspora-friendly one, which will provide an enabling platform. We will provide an enabling platform for effective policies for the diaspora with a view to galvanizing support for the new administration and concretizing our democracy, setting an excellent example for other African countries to follow. Let me also let you know that we will continually review the operations of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, to ensure that challenges are addressed in the most constructive way, keeping in mind that our highest obligation is the welfare and well-being of all Nigerians everywhere. I congratulate all Nigerians in the diaspora and those at home on this occasion of the National Diaspora Day and Diaspora Merit Awards 2023 celebrations. May God bless and keep you all, and may God bless our Federal Republic.
Many thanks, Mr. President. Next is an address by the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, delivered by the Deputy Chief of Staff.
Let me express my profound gratitude to the Chairman and CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa OON, for the relentless effort to make sure that we harness the resources of the Nigerians in diaspora towards social, economic, and political development of our dear country, Nigeria. Let me also thank all the Nigerians in the diaspora for the passion and love they have for their country of origin, Nigeria. We recognize your contributions in terms of remittances and by making us proud in your respective professions in your host countries. The contribution of Nigerians in the diaspora to the development of our country cannot be underestimated. Apart from the remittances, which is above $20 billion every year, Nigerian diaspora have implemented various developmental programs, mostly at the state level. Apart from my contributions to your contributions to our dear nation, Nigeria, you have also made significant and positive impact to the development of your country of domicile. In fact, we now have Nigerians being appointed and elected into political offices of most developed countries of the world. Indeed, this day, which has been set aside by the federal government of Nigeria to celebrate our dear brothers and sisters in the diaspora, is a welcome development.
There were special remarks and goodwill messages to mark the auspicious event.
Today, we gladly refer to our diaspora as worthy ambassadors who have excelled in their host countries and globally. The diaspora has also invested their resources, talents, skills, and global exposure in the critical areas of our economy, such as healthcare, education, agriculture, ICT, science, housing and real estate, as well as other services which have positively affected our GDP. It is highly commendable that NIDCOM and Nigerian government always celebrate Nigerians doing great things globally. However, while few are giving the nation negative publicity and demarketing Nigeria, many are being celebrated for their ingenuity, hard work, and contributing to the national development. We must therefore not be discouraged, but rather continue to celebrate our own world-renowned global icons in their various fields of endeavor. Let me therefore appreciate and celebrate all Nigerians in diaspora on this auspicious occasion and congratulate NIDCOM for the various efforts put in place in organizing this annual event, which has yielded unprecedented results in terms of participation and investment into the Nigerian economy by the diaspora community.
I would like to commend the federal government of Nigeria for the significant effort being made towards enhancing the potential of the diaspora for national development, particularly for including the diaspora in the National Development Plan, creating the House Committee on Diaspora Affairs Office and the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, setting aside 25th July of every year as Diaspora Day, creating the NIDCOM in 2019 to coordinate and harness the human capital and material resources of Nigerian diaspora towards the overall socio-economic, cultural, and political development of Nigeria and adopting the National Diaspora Policy in 2021. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, although significant effort have been made by the federal government of Nigeria in harnessing the contribution of the diaspora for development, more needs to be done to realize the full potential of the diaspora for sustainable national development. Top on the list is the need to create an enabling environment for diaspora investment to strive, create incentives and other initiatives that would attract diaspora investment, strengthen ties with the diaspora by enforcing their right to vote, as well as explore modalities for more cost-effective remittance transfer options. IAM is committed to working closely with you all to move forward a true partnership on diaspora engagement for development by jointly mobilizing resources and leveraging synergies and complementarity of efforts and maximum impact and results. We all have a commitment to the implementation of the action plan of the Dublin Declaration of April 2022, the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration, the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals and the African Union 2063 Agenda, which all recognize the diaspora as enablers of development.
We felicitate with NICOM. We've come a long way. They've been partners in progress since the past 4 years, since 2009 precisely, when we start deployment in the diaspora. I'm not going to go into elaborate speech, but I want to convey this message to the diasporas, because I know they have experienced issues in NIN verification in diaspora. And I can assure you that by August of this year, by the first or second week of August, NIMC is working with the Nigerian Immigration Service to make sure that verification is done instantly before a diaspora even go to apply for, to book for biometric data capture. So that incident of you going without verification will be no more, and I can assure you of that. Thank you.
For us in the Nigerian Immigration Service, the vision is very clear, and the desire to fulfill our mandate has just been re-energized by the appointment of the Acting Controller General just a few weeks ago. The new era of social re-engineering has just started. We are not unaware of the inconveniences our people are going through in accessing our services, both at home and abroad. This shall give way to better service delivery and feedback mechanisms in the nearest future. We're focusing on training and retraining and reorientation of our attitude of our staff, so that together with passionate and committed citizens like our sister, Honorable Abike Dabiri, as well as other development partners like IOM, like NIMC, we are indeed better poised of a collaboration and positive outcomes. Nigeria will be great again. Thank you.
For us to be able to get our pensioners in the diaspora registered on our database. We're aware that we have a lot of our pensioners in the diaspora, but we don't know where they are. They are not registered on our database. Some of them are not even receiving pension. Some of them are receiving pension, but we have not documented them. We've not verified them. And PITAD is on the verge of removing pensioners who have not been verified by PITAD from our database, and they will stop receiving pension. So we want to ask you to please let our pensioners in the diaspora log on to our website. It's www.pitad.gov.ng. And when they log on to our website, they will be able to fill a survey form for pensioners in the diaspora, because we want to arrange verification for our pensioners in the diaspora, and we need data to be able to do that. We also want to seize this opportunity to tell them about our AMALife confirmation solution. We have verified some pensioners, and pension is for life. So we have to continuously find out if our pensioners are still alive and eligible to continue to receive pension. So we have used technology for a verification process, which allows a pensioner to be able to verify himself or herself from the comfort of his or her home using a smartphone or a computer system. Please, our diaspora pensioners, visit our website and click on the I Am Alive confirmation link and verify yourself.
What I chose to do was to sponsor a bill to amend the relevant section of the law. That will enable Nigerians in diaspora to contest for any position in Nigeria, and not only to contest, but also to be able to vote. But I took it one step further. It's not just enough that you can come back to Nigeria and contest election. I know that a lot of Nigerians abroad would be quite happy to contest for certain offices abroad whilst you are there. I know some countries where this is done. And so in the amendment that I am proposing, we have the opportunity to class Nigerians in diaspora into 4 categories. Those in Europe, those in Asia, and Asia includes Australia. We'll try to match them together, because I know that we don't have many Nigerians in Australia. Those in the Americas, which includes Canada, USA, and of course, South America. And lastly, those in Africa. For these 4 categories, we will be pushing for an amendment that will give each group a senatorial seat.
If you are just joining us, this is the Diaspora. Keep watching. Chairman, CEO, Nigerians and Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa, OON, remarked that diaspora Nigerians remain the focal point of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
We all know that many countries all over the world, all across the continents of the world, have evidence and testimonies of accelerated national development of their diaspora. We have countries like India, Israel, Germany, China, Italy, and even Ghana next door that have truly harnessed their diaspora resources meticulously and particularly towards socio-economic growth of their countries. Such efforts by the diaspora actually do impact very positively on national development. We have a diaspora policy that has designated today, July 25, as the National Diaspora Day. And why are we doing this? Because we need to come together, to have a special day, to come together and celebrate ourselves. But this particular year is different because we now have the Diaspora Merit Award. So 4 years into the administration of NIDCOM, we've had quite a number of things to celebrate. Now we have some major programs, starting with the Diaspora Day that we are celebrating today. So July 25 is our day, and we hope that we'll get to the situation of countries like India, where the Diaspora Day is actually like a national day. Everybody gathers to celebrate the diaspora. We're getting there, and we'll continue to do much better. We have the Diaspora Investment Summit, which takes place in November every year. So we're hoping to have the next one in November this year. The Badagry Door of Return Festival is one that brings together the historic African diaspora in Badagry, Lagos. It's a very emotional event that goes back to the root of all of us as human beings. And of course, we've had a lot of interventions from Sudan, getting our people home, to Ukraine, to China, to Libya, to South Africa, to Russia. Wherever in the world Nigerians are stranded, we try to get them back, working of course with our Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we're glad that, as we always say, anywhere you are, as long as you didn't commit any crime, we'll be there for you. So we're glad we're doing as much as we can in that regard. We have the Diaspora Investment Trust Fund. It has been agreed as a policy, but it has not taken off. But I'm optimistic that under the leadership of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we're going to actually have the Diaspora Investment Trust Fund. where you, the diaspora, can have a fund where you put your own money, your own resources, and decide how you're going to run it. Imagine 1,000 of you put $1,000 together and say you want to do something with it. It's going to be massive. We're talking about remittances. The diaspora can double $26 billion. The diaspora can do a lot more. When Ireland was in recession, 1,000 Irish got together and saved Ireland from recession. You can do much more than that, and we are creating the platform to make that happen. So let's look at our theme this year, consolidating diaspora engagement for national development. It's not only appropriate, but it's a summary of our entire mandate as a commission, which is to engage and harness the talent, skills, resources, and global exposure of Nigerians in the diaspora for national development. Our interactions with the diaspora community during this year's National Diaspora Day celebrations, therefore, are expected to mobilize the diaspora to key into some of the programs of the government and to chart improved and better ways on how to achieve positive results for national development within the renewed hope agenda of this government. The rich academic, professional, global exposure, and various contemporary experiences have already placed our diaspora at an advantage. I'm therefore enthusiastically waiting to have you empty yourselves intellectually and generously to enrich the delivery of our mandate for the development of our dear nation, Nigeria. We would like to present to Your Excellency some of our challenges. You know, we've talked about all the things, but there are challenges that I'm glad you're here to listen to. We still need a befitting office accommodation. With all we do, we still don't have a space to call our own. So, Mr. President, sir, we hope that we will get a befitting office accommodation. Everybody say amen. Then we may need to review the NIDCOM Act to make the board a bit more smarter and sustaining funding mechanism for activities. There's also the need for government to support and conclude the setting up of the Nigeria Diaspora Investment Fund as an investment window for the diaspora. And finally, sir, the setting up of a diaspora intervention fund for emergencies involving the diaspora. We don't want to be going capping that all the time when we have issues, pathetic issues that affect our citizens. So we hope to have an intervention fund for that. And a lot of times, I want to thank all of you, the diaspora. We get together and we help our citizens in distress. Well, we say one thing, wherever you are, Nigeria will be there for you.
Many thanks, Mama Diaspora. And that concludes part of day 1 of the annual National Diaspora Day celebrations. Stay positive. Bye for now.